Here's who's on my podcast today. All the way from North Carolina, basketball phenom, Kennedy Todd Smith is here to lay it up. All right. Welcome to the show. We got Kennedy Todd Smith up in here today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Dean?
Oh, I'm blessed. Thank you for coming and the grace the mic and the screen and coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worries. You know, I want to say I'm impressed by all that you've achieved. Everything that you've done up to this point is amazing. It's you know, you're North Carolina.
Yes.
Went to high school in North Carolina.
Yes.
Is it Jackson High School?
Jacksonville
High School.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Yes.
The Cardinals. And they're like number one ranked women's basketball, right? Hoops.
We were, yes, we were in conference, and I think we were maybe ranked like fifth in our section. So yeah.
Nice. So when you arrived, they were ranked number one.
We weren't actually. I don't think we were ranked much. We weren't ranked at all. But you know,
really?
Yeah, no. In our conference, we were probably up there like top 5, top 3. But whenever I got there and we played throughout my course of my high school career, we were number 1. So
yeah. You know what? Don't be bragging. When I got there, I was like, I took from 5 to 1. Okay.
No.
5 to 1. But I do know your junior year, you was killing the game and you hurt your ACL.
I did. I tore my ACL in my junior year of high school. So yeah. But I'm fully recovered. So
right. And you came back your senior year and blazed.
Yes.
Was it 1,000 points or something crazy number?
I did. Yes.
You matter of fact, you were scoring points when the team was at home. 1,000 points. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the gym and get some more points to put on top of the points that we beat y'all on. That is amazing. Then you went to North Carolina, Tar Heels, University of North Carolina. And as a freshman, you played every game.
Yeah.
And as a sophomore, this last season just killed him. Killed him.
Yeah.
I mean, against Louisville, 19 points.
Yes.
That's like 3. It's like 3 times in 9 games. You put doubles like that.
I did. Yeah. No, it was a click for sure. So definitely set my game up my sophomore year because I knew what I wanted to do and I know what I bring to the table. So I had to. And
you proved yourself. You showed them, look, this is why I'm here.
Yep. Show and prove.
Don't let the ACL fool you.
Nope.
Don't let it fool you because I come out with one leg. I come with a skate on and make some points. Don't you even worry about that. I cover one eye and I go up backwards and put some points on the board. Yeah. And then on top of that, then y'all played Arizona.
Yeah.
That's dope. 7-11 from the field.
Yes.
7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals.
Yeah.
Now, how does it feel? How does it feel when you steal and that person looking like, I can't believe that person, she got the ball.
Go down there and just make a lead.
You're looking like Willie Lump.
Right.
You're like, I got this. Wait, hold on. Can't believe she took that. We're supposed to go on this hoop. This is wrong. And I know you out there breaking ankles like Steph Curry, and I understand Steph Curry is your favorite. He's your baller.
Yeah, actually, I seen him at the Dodgers game like 2 days ago. So yeah,
you saw him?
Yeah, I was a bit starstruck. I'm not gonna lie, my heart literally dropped. So,
did you get to meet him and talk to him?
I didn't. He actually walked right past me. I was looking the opposite direction, and
come on, Kennedy.
I know. I'm like, how?
You should have been like, hold on. Let me put this hot dog down. Hold on. Let me holler at you for a second.
Oh, seriously.
He'll know who you are. Believe me. Just keep doing your thing. He'll know. He'll know. And he's definitely a great person to look up to in the sport, in the game, because he's a beast.
Yes, he is.
On
and off the court.
On and off the court as a good person, just a good dude all the way around. Mm-hmm. And he's from my hometown. I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay. Okay.
So he's from, Oakland, San Francisco, Bay
Right.
Area, all up, what day? I'm on
Right.
that. I'm all this side, all West Coast.
Love
And
it.
speaking of West Coast, so you North Carolina, did you ever live in Cali? Because I know your father's out here.
So I spent my summers, holidays down here, mainly the summers for sure. I actually played on a travel team. And yeah, I played for No Dribble, where I met some players that I actually played against. At Duke, there's a girl named Vanessa De Jesus, and she played for one of these AAU teams that we played against down here. So it's pretty cool being that, everybody's all around. It's a small world, So
Mhm.
I've been playing up here for my summers and just having fun with my dad pretty much. So yeah.
Yeah, your dad and I are good friends. He's a good dude, and I know that because I've always thought because he played basketball, is that the main reason, or did you like it as a kid? Did he get you into it? Or you just decided, hey, I want to try it because I played with my dad and I fell in
Yeah.
love with it.
Yeah, so my dad introduced the game to me. So then like we were in the back court in the backyard, just hooping, playing pig, horse, all those mini.
Right.
I was the youngest out of the three, my brother and my sister. So I was always losing. But it definitely gave me that competitive push, and that's where I kind of started to, fill the game out for itself. But look where I'm at today. So it kind of like, helped me, being that I lost so many times, I can't even count. So yeah, it was fun. And that, I feel like that's a part of me, like that kid in the backyard playing with her brothers and sisters and her dad, just gave me that little, that oomph.
It gave you the push, that edge. It gave you the drive. It gave you the
Absolutely.
motivation. And it
Absolutely.
gave you the skills because, like I said, you're only a sophomore and you're killing it. And I know you're going to continue to do great and do well in the sport of basketball all the way around. The one of the thing I was thinking about now, because you said your sister played. Your sister, how many sisters do you have?
I have one.
One sister?
I have
Okay,
one sister, one brother.
right. Now she's a coach from what I understand.
She is, yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I know one thing when it comes to sports, it's very competitive and you have to have good sportsmanship, after a loss.
Hmm.
When you lose, I didn't play basketball. I didn't play pig horse. I played lay down. In other words, when they went to the hoop, I just lay down. I'm like, I'm not jumping while you jump on my face and try to kick me in it.
Right.
I play football. Football was my sport, and that's all. I've always played that. But I know the fact that when it's competitive and you have a sportsmanlike conduct, and after the game, you're supposed to shake hands. Have you ever had a team that just was like, we ain't having it, and just didn't,
Oh,
and be
absolutely.
rude
Yes.
in college level?
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, I mean, okay. So we were in COVID. So like, my freshman year, we were in COVID. So you don't really shake hands. But second year, I think there was a time where, people didn't want to slap your hands because they just lost, it was, it wasn't something that, people were, yeah, it just happens. It happens when
Right.
you lose,
It does in every sport, because when I play football, we've had that where they threw rocks at our bus when we pulled off.
Oh my goodness.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was almost like the 60s. It was real bad.
Are you serious? Oh
I'm
man.
serious. I'm serious.
Okay,
I wasn't born in the 60s. It wasn't the 60s. I mean, it was
right.
years later, but it was a predominantly white school
Right.
at the time. Now it's predominantly black, which is a switch, but it was predominantly white at the time. And when we actually, when we won, they got man threw rocks at our bus.
Oh wow.
We had to put our helmets on. Coach said, "Put your helmets on." Put our helmets on, and we drove off. And I was like, "Is this the 60s?"
Oh, yeah. It hasn't. It's nothing like that at all. So yeah.
So nothing that rude
That.
and horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
good. And NC, you have to be ready for the cold weather. The good thing about your sport is indoors.
indoors. Absolutely. I go
Snowing, rain, doesn't matter.
I go out to some of the other other sports, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would hate to come to the weather. So I'm very fortunate that I'm inside. But yeah, no, I couldn't the snow, the rain,
Right.
the cancellations for like, storms. Like it's just too hot weather. I don't like the heat. And especially down there, it's humid and stuff like
Human.
that. So, yeah, I'm very fortunate to have air conditioning,
Yes, you're very fortunate. Now
Yeah.
you're a center and you're number 3. Is it number
Yeah.
3?
Yes.
That's
Number
that's
3.
good. That's good. Did you pick that number or did you go when you get to this like we just gonna give you 3?
No, I've actually always had number 3. I think it's just, I see some of the best players like Chris Paul, back then, Candace Parker, and I saw, just their game. I was obsessed with their game. And I've always sticked with 3 ever since I was a kid. So yeah, and I've always had it. I've always ended up with that number. So it was just I just rode with it.
You're blessed because sometimes when you go from, as you know, from little league to collegiate to high school, whatever, your numbers can change
Absolutely.
because someone else can have the number. Like I'm not giving it. I'm a beast. That's
Exactly.
my number.
Yeah.
I have seniority. You're
Right.
like, well,
yeah. No, I've always had it, so I'm pretty happy.
nice. That is real good. So what does Kennedy do in her off time? What does she like to do outside of basketball? Is there the fun thing? Anything fun you like to do? Because to me, basketball, what you do is fun.
It is fun.
Even though
I really enjoy that, and that's something that I do on my off time. But other than that, I mean, I like to spend time with family. I love, I love quality time with my family, and that's what's fun to me. I also like to play golf. Golf is actually very fun, very relaxing. I also like to do adventurous stuff, like go to the amusement park. I'm a big kid at heart for sure.
Don't say cliff diving or nothing
Oh,
like
okay. No, I've never been.
Don't do that, Kennedy. Stay away from the sports where you might not come back. Okay,
right.
Don't do anything where you might hurt yourself.
Exactly. No, none of that. None of that. But it's really just like adventure stuff, like bowling, or like just going to play golf, putt, arcade.
Right.
I like doing that stuff with people that I enjoy, like friends or teammates and stuff. So yeah.
Right, because when I played football, our coach said, don't play any sports during off season because we don't want you to get hurt.
Right.
And guess what I did? I went out and played football in the grass with my brother and my friends and broke my finger.
Oh man.
And I played DB, so I had to use my hands,
Yeah, right.
And it was I didn't, my hand went into the ground halfway.
Yeah.
And then when I got hit and turned, and it was just cracked. So yeah, so that's why I said try not to do anything
crazy.
too crazy.
Right.
And your sister's amazing. I met your sister. She's how many years older than you?
She's 4 years.
4. Had to think about it.
Yeah, no, I did.
3, 4, 5, 7. Wait a minute. Divide, carry the 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn 20. So
we had cake in 2020.
Yeah, so she's about to turn 24. I'm about to turn 20 in a couple
Okay.
days.
Yeah, you're the same age as my niece. My niece is about to turn 20. She's turning 20 this month.
Really?
When do you turn 20?
September 8th.
Oh, September, okay.
Yeah.
September 8th?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you get some. You'll be back home, back in North Carolina at that time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will. Sadly.
Now, I also understand that you guys did so well that you were in a tournament.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nice. How did that feel? How did it feel being in the tournament? Because that was your first time in the tournament, right?
No. So actually, my freshman year, we got into the tournament. We made it. We got to the first round. We lost in the first round. Then the second year, we made it to the Sweet 16. That's 3 rounds itself. And like I think at a young age, like watching, on the TV, sitting down on the couch with my family, watching those games. It's like very like. As a kid, I've always dreamed to play in the NCAA tournament, get to the Sweet 16s, then to the Final Four, then to the national championship game. I think it meant a lot, being that, last year we made a huge jump than what people thought we would have, made. being, we were in the Sweet 16. So it meant a lot to me. And I only have so much high expectations to, get to go further than that. So truly meant a lot. And I wouldn't want to do it with any other team for sure. So yeah.
That's good. It means you have a good rapport and you love your teammates.
Absolutely.
You guys are great together. Because if there's you don't need one person that's the sour apple in the bunch. And when you have a good squad, it's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Your team is on point, and that's that being that you guys gel together so well, that's what made you get to that point.
Exactly.
And this year, and it's been growing. So it's been a constant elevation for you.
Yeah.
From high school to college and so on.
Yes. It's definitely a team sport. I mean, to get along with your teammates on and off the court says a lot about the program itself, and how we are as people, because not everybody gets along. Not all teams don't get along.
Right.
But we're in a different, situation where we all get along. We all enjoy each other, and it translates to the game. I think even this summer we got way closer than we were, even last year. Being that we lost some people, or we gained one other person, one other freshman. So yeah, I mean, it definitely just goes to show how much this program has changed, and we're building up that culture again. So yeah.
So is there a lot of freshmen on this squad?
So there's actually one freshman, one newcomer. She's a freshman from New York. So yeah. Very excited to be playing with her. There's also a couple players that were injured last year that are coming back. I think we have like 3 returning that were actually hurt. So I'm very excited to play with them, because actually 2 of them were freshmen last year but didn't play. So it'll be good to play with. And I actually played with one of them. She actually played on the same AAU team as me. So yeah, I'm looking.
So you know her.
Yes, I do. Yeah. So we've been playing for a while now. So it's pretty cool, to team back up with her. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's being comfortable like that is so important.
Absolutely. That chemistry, So
yes, you need chemistry. If you don't have chemistry, you can have the best ballers in the world.
Exactly.
And flop every year.
Exactly.
You never make it to the big one.
I'm not going to say no NBA teams, but like, you know where I'm headed.
Right. Exactly. Speaking of NBA and on the level of WNBA, NBA, there's been a major tragedy.
Yeah.
With Brittany.
Yes, absolutely.
And my heart goes out to her and her family and everyone. Absolutely. And I mean, how do you feel about it? Is it something that you think about? Is it something that I'm sure it's a lesson that everyone will learn from.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But is it something that, if you could say something to her, is there anything you would say? Like,
I would,
up to her?
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely an inspiration to young kids, and seeing her not being able to play, in her own country that she grew up in, it goes to show how much, women athletes aren't recognized enough. People are just now learning about her. People,
I agree.
know about her, at a certain point. She's in a whole different country, and my heart goes out to, like you said, it goes out to her and her family, because I would hate for anybody to go through that. She's in a whole other country, so it's very sad, and I hope she gets back soon. I hope that we actually get her back, into U.S. soil.
There needs to be some leniency for sure.
It has to be, yeah, because it's not right, and it's so much. It's so hard to even think about it, because that it could be anybody, because the WNBA, we have to, players have to go out there to make extra money to provide for their families and stuff. So it's very unfortunate that has to be the case. But it's something that she put herself out there, so my heart definitely goes out to her, because she was she was only trying to do right, to go out there and play ball so she can
Right.
make money for
I
her family.
agree.
So
I totally agree.
very unfortunate, and I hope we get her back.
Yeah, I hope she comes back. And I know that, it's hard when you have a family member that's away, but
Yeah,
not just away in another state, but another country.
yeah,
And that's the hard part, is being somewhere that's foreign,
yeah,
and that people really don't, and it's Russia and she's a black woman,
exactly.
you know. It's just is what it is, and it makes you realize that when you travel abroad, you have to be on your P's and Q's all the time.
Yeah,
And as an athlete, as you said, a female athlete, as a black woman, you know, as someone who's a provider for their family.
yeah,
So it's so important. But yeah, I want to know your insight on it. I think that's hard, and it's tragic.
yeah. It is very tragic.
It's very tragic. Now, I do something called RQT time. So it's a random question time.
Okay.
So, okay. So, and you answer the question, and you say why. Okay. All right.
All right.
So, all right. So, would you rather fly in a Lockheed YF-12, which is a fighter jet that flies at 2,000 miles an hour by yourself?
Wow.
By yourself.
Okay.
And it only goes at 2,000. They say the throttle is stuck at 2,000. You have to fly it.
Oh.
Or would you rather go up in space alone by yourself and not know when you're coming back, and why?
Oh no, I'm gonna have to drive the fighter jet. I'm gonna have to drive that. There's no way I'm staying up in space. I don't know when I'm coming down. So I'm going to just drive the 200.
You want to drive 2,000 miles an hour?
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good one.
I mean,
I can see that.
Pretty fast though. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, it's dark. It's dark in space.
Yeah, it's dark. You can't. No lights. There's no street lights in space.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's dark, and the temperature will kill you.
Yes.
Gosh. Right. So you be, and the unknown is what's not knowing when you're coming back.
No.
That's the scary part. Somewhere.
Yeah, my hopes up, no, nothing.
Right. It's not like you can say, "Oh, I speak another language. I can hang out up there."
Right.
Nah. Unless you can speak alien, you don't need to be up there. So that's the 2,000 is more like a adventurous daredevil, but I would rather do that too.
Really? Okay.
Because I'm not a heights person,
right?
But I will go with that 2,000 over being stuck in space. I don't know any black folk to be like, "Hey man, just send me to space for a while, and I don't care when I come back."
Myself too? Oh man, yeah.
By yourself, alone.
Yeah. Nope.
Now back in college, back home. Now, I know as an athlete, you sometimes eat out and sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Are you an eat out person, or are you a person that cooks at home, cooks food?
Okay. Well, it can be on a convenient level. I like to eat out, just because it's quick. I don't have to do this and that. Being an athlete, I get tired. I have school, I have study hall, I have, practice, weights, all that in a day. So sometimes I like to eat out, but most times I do like a home cooked meal, being that it's more healthier. And I'm actually doing the work. So it'll actually put me to sleep after I'm done. So yeah, I mean, okay, on a convenient level, I'll say eat out.
Eat out.
I have time.
But you can't cook.
But I can cook. I can.
Okay, well, you're all right then. So you don't have to starve if you don't eat out.
Exactly. No,
if you have something in the refrigerator, something in the cabinet, you can hook it up. You can call a family member.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can probably call Jeff, maybe. I don't know. He probably doesn't cook ever. No, he does. He cooked.
No, he's actually cooking tonight.
He's cooking. Oh, he made. I visited him. He said, "I made some fish." I'm like, "Fish? Okay, all right, brother, all right." And I said, "Did you catch it?" He said, "No, I didn't catch it, but I made it." I'm like, "Okay, all right." Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, and I will say this to you because you're a young lady that is good to know how to cook because of the simple fact that and not for a man, because you need to know how to cook for yourself.
Yeah.
And I hate to see when a young lady does not know how to feed herself.
Right.
You should be able to feed yourself all the time. Men, you kind of like, he probably don't, he probably does, but you can get by as a man and go, he don't need to know. But
Right.
a young lady should know so she can take care of herself and feed herself. And I think that's a wonderful thing to be able to cook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cook healthy meals. Have you tried any vegan meals? I'm just curious.
Okay, I did it with the team, but I'm not going to count that. So,
Wait a minute, the team took you to a vegan place, or they
like,
brought it?
we made it. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's vegan. Turkey burgers, is that vegan or no?
Nah, because it's turkey.
Okay.
Vegan would be no animal.
Oh,
I don't
no,
think vegan is no.
I tried that at all, actually.
You never tried it?
Yeah, I always have to have like a little bit of chicken or like, What about fish?
Fish is not. That's not vegan either.
Okay.
Anything with eyes, I think it's anything with eyes and parents or something.
Wow.
Is vegan. And vegan, they don't do the cheese, they don't do the, because it's dairy, do the ice cream. Right, it's pretty bad. It's deep.
Have you done it?
I haven't eaten meat I'm not vegan, but I did more vegetarian.
Right.
I haven't eaten meat in almost 2 years.
Okay.
September 16th will be 2 years.
That's crazy. Look at that.
But I love fish.
How has it been? How has
It's
it
been
been?
okay. I don't crave it. It's not.
No?
It hasn't been bad at all. It's I've eaten vegan spots, and
Okay.
I wanted to take Jeff. And excuse me.
I'm saying, like, is it hard to like find spots, or you just like?
No, not LA.
Really?
It's the vegans. This is the vegan mecca.
It's
Everything is, and it's good. It's good though. There's a lot of, when you come back, let me know, because I want to. There's some vegan spots you should try just so you can taste it. I'm not saying to be vegan, but it's just good. It's a good alternative, and step away from meat.
Yeah.
Do
you think you'll come back to it?
Yeah, I love fish. I'm going back to fish.
Okay.
I have salmon. I in my mind, I told my brother this. The first thing I have when I go back will be salmon.
Okay. And do you know when that'll be, or no? You just
more than likely holiday season, because I want to get past the 2-year mark.
I got you.
Because then I can say I did 2 years.
Okay.
I would hate to start now. What's that?
I said that's a big accomplishment.
It is. It's a big accomplishment, but I did it because I wanted to test myself.
Right.
And as an athlete, about pushing yourself.
Yes.
Now, if you ever want to test yourself, tweak your diet. That's a good test to say I'm not going to do sugar for 6 months, or I'm not going to do red meat for this time, just because it's good for your body. It's almost like a reboot.
Right. Ooh, okay.
And you feel it, and you'll feel great, and it gives you longevity.
Right.
Because what happens is we need to detoxify our body somehow, every now and then.
Yeah.
And some people have these drinks they drink to detoxify themselves, but it's best sometimes to just clean it out.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's nice. It's just, I've always been that way. Even when I first moved to LA, I did no sugar for a year. And I just did it because I wanted to do it. But I love sugar. I love sweets.
Yeah.
That's why I go, Kennedy. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I work out, because I want to have my sweets every day. And I'd be like, you know what? I like to have a piece of cake and not feel like I'm getting out of shape eating the cake.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel good about eating the cake too.
Yeah. Right. It feels so good whenever you like doing good, and like you went to the gym,
and you treat yourself. It's a treat.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with a treat, Kennedy. Right. Nothing.
Right.
Right. Some people say they do what they call it, not where they'll work out and they'll have cheat day.
Yeah. Yes.
Some people do a cheat day. You know what, Kennedy? I can't do cheat days. You know why?
Why?
Because I do everything to the extreme.
Oh.
So if I cheat one day, Kennedy, I'm all in. It's gonna be 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. Who cheats for a week?
Right.
So I said, you know what? I don't cheat. I either do it or I don't.
Exactly.
So that's how I roll, and I try to keep it that way.
A treat is better than what did you just say? A cheat day. A treat is better than a cheat day.
Right. Treat is better than a cheat.
Yes.
You can use that when you go to campus. A treat is better than a cheat.
Exactly.
And treat yourself.
Right.
Because if you cheat, you might mess up. You really might mess up.
Right. You're gonna keep going.
It depends on the individual.
That is very true.
Now I'm gonna tell you one thing before I let you go, because I know you have a busy day. I know you're gonna do a couple of things again here in La La Land before you bounce back to North Kakalaka.
Hey,
North Kakalaka, the South. The South. People say, "Oh, that's the East Coast." To me, I say it's the South. People do say it. Dude, I don't know if you know. You ever heard people say?
I say it's East too.
Oh, you say it's East?
I do.
To me, it feels like the South.
It's like, yeah, it is.
Okay. So is Florida? Let me ask you, Kennedy. Is Florida East Coast or South?
Ooh, I think that's. South. Yeah.
But people say Florida's East Coast too. I don't know why.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Because you are closer to us than Florida.
Yes.
Not by much, but you're closer to us than Florida.
Right.
And how close is Georgia? Georgia's close to you.
Yeah, Georgia's about like 4 hours.
Right. So, and Georgia, believe me, Georgia is the South.
Georgia is the South.
I never heard anybody go, I live in Georgia. I live in Macon. Where's that? Oh, that's the East Coast.
Oh.
You're like, Macon, Georgia?
Okay, you have to think like the East Coast split East and West. You got to say that for a fact. Like, just like they do in the NBA, like, the East, the West.
NFC East in football, NFC West.
Yeah.
AFC.
Yeah. AFC. So I get it in those terms, but like when they actually say like, the direction like East, South. Like, that's not it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's how we mess up.
That's where we go wrong for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's funny.
Now, are you excited about next season?
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it?
Yes, I'm looking forward to going to the ACC championship game, Final Four, even the national championship. I think we had the team to do it. I know my role, so I'm very excited.
Now, has your father been out that way?
He has, not for a game yet, but we actually play in Portland, so he's going to go to that one very close because it's closer here.
Right.
So, yeah.
Which who do you play in Portland?
We actually play Oregon, and then I think it's a toss-up with Iowa State and Michigan State, I believe.
Okay. So. I'll try to roll with your father to the Oregon game.
That'd be fun.
Because Oregon, I've had fun. I've done many comedy shows in Oregon.
Really?
All up the coast. Yes.
Okay.
All over. So I have history in Oregon.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you there.
Well, likewise. I might bring you a vegan snack. I'm just playing. A vegan treat, not cheat day, but vegan treat. That's something that's sweet, that's good. It's vegan. You'd be like, this is vegan?
Right. Really?
Yes. And I will send you I'll send you some pictures. I have a couple of pictures of like vegan sliders I made one time.
Really?
Banging, Kennedy.
Wait, so what do you use? Like
impossible meat. You know the Impossible burger?
Well, I feel like I've heard of that. Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's Beyond. You heard of Beyond?
No, yes. I heard Impossible Burger and
okay. So Impossible, I use Impossible.
Okay.
But the way I cook it, I know how to cook. So the way I cook it, it looks just like
it's
juicy. It looks like a burger.
Seasonings in there?
What's that?
You put all the seasonings in there?
Everything.
Ooh, okay.
It tastes like a burger. And I use King's Hawaiian bread. When you eat it, your toe shake. You can't even sit still. You're not when you rock your toe. You know how people rock their knee? You be rocking your knee when you mouth now. You be rocking back and forth. I'm gonna have to try that. You might have to try that for my treat. Okay. Yes, for sure. And I will say this too before I let you go. My niece is going to Cal Berkeley.
Okay. Very nice.
And you remind me so much of her. It's just ridiculous. You have beautiful family and sister. And I'm going to pass on my niece's Instagram to you and vice versa. So you come out here. She's a sophomore as well.
Oh, really?
Right. She's studying law.
Oh, wow.
She's a sweetheart. Yeah. So
I love it.
It's good to connect good people.
Yes.
And it's always good to have, you got somebody on this side, she got somebody on that side, just the connections. You never know. It's a small circle, like you said, and you never know. One day you might need each other and maybe not really a bad way, but you'll need each other because you're both beautiful Black women.
Exactly. No, I appreciate that.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting it down. Look, keep breaking ankles.
Right.
Keep stealing. And keep doing your thing. And I will see you on the flip side for sure. Like I said, many blessings. Thank you for joining this MuddaCluckin Podcast here. And I can't wait to see you again.
Yes.
On your side and talk to you later.
All right. Peace.